Welcome to The Other Dimension with the team, Damon Penny, Ben Winfield, and Louisa Brown. We guide you through the supernatural, the occult, and the unexplained, answering questions that will make you question your grip of reality, with special guests guiding you through everything from demons to divination, cryptids to crystals, religion to skeptics. We explore in depth the true meaning of the unexplained. So strap in, kick back, and enjoy as we enter the other dimension.
Good evening. It's not Friday. Turn it around. How's everybody? Okay. Yeah, so obviously Saturday today. We've moved the show for 1 week. Why? Because, well, some of you might have seen that we were actually out last night at, what was it called? St. Botolph's, I think it's pronounced that, church with some friends, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit of a drive away. So we didn't do the show before we got there. We just joined the live Beyond the Veil. That was it. With Beyond the Veil Paranormal. So if you've not seen the live video, go over to theirs and give it a watch. It's a good location. I've got Kate on already. Saying hi, Dark Lord and Lady. Yeah. You're still typing away.
I'm sorting things out. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I am here. Well, last night was interesting, and I'm just slowly recovering.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good. So yeah, that's why we're on today. Sure. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Some of you all know Jeanette. She comes out investigating with us as well. Yeah, she's put a picture up of some dolls that's come into her possession. I want anybody, if they can, to have a look at the picture and pop in the comments what they pick up from them, if you pick anything up or not, or even if you just like them or you don't. And then final shout out is to Jess, who is going to be shaving her hair completely off very soon.
And I will be doing it. So we will be doing a live as it happens.
Yeah, that's yeah, someone can tidy it up after Ben's done it anyway. It'll be fine. But yeah, no, she's doing really well with the sponsorship at the moment.
And she did below. Well, I thought this video reposted it.
Ben's put the sponsorship again somewhere on the page.
Okay.
Yeah, so what you say target was £500, and currently she's at 400.
Yep.
So it's done really well. So if you're not had a chance to sponsor her, nip over, give her a sponsor. Any amount counts. Doesn't matter how big or how small. It all goes towards the pot. What we got here?
Just to verify, guys, just to show how bad I am with technology, I've just typed all that out and shared it to my own page rather than sharing it to the actual other dimension page. Because I'm in it.
But yeah, Kate says, glad you found your bike, Ben.
Yes,
we're all glad.
bike has been found. It's all been dealt with.
Yes. And I got Nico saying, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about the charity. Anyway, it's charity Lauren's Legacy, and the money goes to them and they put it to use in helping young people, children and their families who are going through cancer. So it's a good cause. Right. What are we talking about on this week's show, honey?
You're doing your
I'm talking about Bristol.
That's the one. I am here.
You keep trying
to figure out what I've done.
Ben and technology.
On Facebook.
So yeah, as you know, some of you know, about 2 weeks ago now, me and Evelyn, English, and then I went to Bristol for a long weekend.
I was at work. Yay.
Ben was at work. Yeah. What I got? Hang on. Before I go further, just says everything, everyone. Oh, evening, everyone. Help all is well. Thanks for the shout out. No problem. And Kate is on with her Spanish. Como estas? I take it that's Nico, not for Ben.
Asito Marito.
It's not. It's necesito.
Yeah.
Not asito.
Asito
Ben just butchers languages.
Yeah.
Got Jeanette on. Hi, Jeanette. Already given you a shout out with your dolls. Tell people to go on and have a look and comment. Eric's on. Did you guys have fun last night? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Apart from being drained.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tiring. Because after the live ended, we carried on there with the rest of the people investigating for maybe another hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, about an hour before we then thought, actually, we've got 2 hours to drive home. Let's set off.
We are going
It
to
was
get,
so much fun.
we are going to get Jim on this.
Yeah.
Because he is a very, very sound guy.
Yeah, we do like Jim. He's fun. And so is the rest of them who came along. It was a good group last night. Oh, I got Jeanette says thank you. Last night was good.
Sorry.
Excuse you. Nick says, how was the Bristol trip? It was really good. It was really wet. Like over here, we are just having torrential rain just constantly. Rain. It has been warmish, muggy rain, but today's gone really cold. So got jumpers back out again. It's like, yeah, we're into autumn.
I'm -20.
-20. -20. Right. Oh yeah. So yeah, apart from that, weather in Bristol was really good. Yeah, had a lot of interesting history. If you're ever free for a little bit of time, just pop online and just have a look about Bristol and history, because there's so much on there that I didn't even know about. I didn't know how much they got affected by World War II with like the bombings, and it destroyed pretty much half the city, if not a little bit more, and had to rebuild. Go back even further and go on to like the controversial like merchants, and where it was like all the trades of the slaves and the other produce like cotton and corn, things like that, and the herbs all on the different trade routes. Bit controversial, but it's the history and it's good to have a read. And then you've got the graffiti. Obviously, Bristol is well known in this country for its graffiti, for the artist Banksy. Yeah, they've kept all this stuff up there, and other people have been doing other bits of graffiti.
These things.
He's a
He farted as
puppy.
you was talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That killed me.
Yeah. No, definitely want to go back.
Definitely demon in the air. It's Buster's backside.
Yeah, I want to go back there when it's a nice sunny day. Sunny time for a little bit longer, because like we spent must have been 3.5 hours walking just around the museum and art gallery. It's really interesting.
Hopefully I can join it this time.
Yeah. But I guess you're used to that kind of weather, right? At least overseas, England is known for its raining kind of weather. But it's summer. Yeah, we're used to having like the odd shower in summer, but summer is usually nice and warm and sunny. And this time of year, we'd be in like t-shirts, shorts, fans on. Instead, getting the jumpers out, got the long trousers on, shivering. Shivering. In fact, I was at Jet's the other night. This is how bad it was. We were that cold, she was going to turn the heating on. We used to rain, but we'd like a bit of warmth in summer too, a bit of sunshine.
Yep.
It makes us sad. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to go through reading through like Kate and the with Nico and with all Spanish. I let them guys deal with that. I've already done my Spanish practice today.
And I will not butcher the language anymore than I already have.
Yeah. It says, I learnt the German idioms when it comes to rain. We've not made of sugar and there's any bad clothing, not bad weather. Very sucked up attitude. Yeah. Just kind of get on with it. But today we've had an excuse not to go out because, one, the pups, they really don't like going out in the rain. They hate it. Especially Nala, she's just a little princess. Two, we are very, very tired. So, yeah, and the weather outside has just made you not want to go outside and do anything. So we've just been having a nice relaxing day. I've been reading a book here, not even a paranormal book, just a general novel for a change. And Ben's been going between sleeping and playing on your laptop. Yeah. Right. I shall begin if you stop staring.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm going tired again. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
you're just kind of like just staring. I thought
Yeah.
it going off.
Yeah.
It's like, no one's put any dodgy comments up. You've been just staring. Right. So when I was in Bristol, we went on to a nice little, well, I say nice little ghost walk. It was a nice little ghost walk, to be fair. It was a private ghost walk because everybody else cancelled. So it's just me, Evelyn, and the tour guide. Should actually get them on, like, you know, tour guides from places on. That'd be really interesting. Anyway, oh, hang on, Kate says Italians melt in the rain, they hate it.
Most snowflakes as well now in this generation melt in the rain.
I'm just gonna have random comments from Ben. Oh, Kate asked, do people like rain in Argentina, Nico? Oh, internet, but we're British and hard and should be used to the weather. Nope, I'm freezing cold and wet and so not hard. Exactly. The one season when we should at least have like at least 10 days of sunshine. Oh, hang on. Nico says in Spanish the only phrase that we have for bad weather is este fresco para chamba, which means it's too cold for the t-shirt. Okay.
I'll tell you the British phrase, but we get told off and we'll get banned for swearing.
Ew. Yeah, so went on the private ghost walk because everybody else cancelled. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So we have, I'm just gonna basically, it's about, how many have I got? I've got 12 just little areas of hauntings and stuff just to go through, just because it might be interesting. So we started off the walk on a place called College Green. And who do we have here? But a monk. He comes across, he's only seen sort of like the early, like, well, around 4 a.m. and only by women. Why would a spirit only choose to be seen by women?
Depends on the principle of how they lived.
Okay, this was a monk.
Yeah, we might have been protective of women.
There we go. Yeah, the story goes that he walks across the green and then disappears through a bricked up doorway. So I have got prepared. Bear with. Let me just try and work this. Hang on a second, guys. Because somewhere along here, I actually loaded up photos. So you don't just have to listen to me talk. Yeah, I'm getting there. So you don't just have to listen to me talk. I've got photos. It's good, isn't it? Right, so that is Bristol Cathedral. So he's seen, the green is just kind of in front of the area. You can't really see it on here, but he's from around there. What are you doing, Ben?
I can use my finger to point at things.
You can use your finger. Okay, hang on. He then walks from there. You see there's an archway, the big archway.
I found a new career.
And he goes through this bricked up doorway. It's just more amusing. Yeah, so he just goes through there. I did ask the tour guide, like, you know, have people tried to like speak to him? Like, would he be just residual? Or sorry, just threw me off them moving things. Yeah, but I think it most likely be just a residual haunting.
If there's no interaction, then yes.
Yeah. Just like it just seems to go on this route apparently, and that's kind of around it. Oh, hang on. Let's catch up with some comments because they're flying in now. Jess says, I think I took something to download at the start of June. I think I left it there. Well, it makes a change for it to have been sunny there for you, didn't it, really? Because it's usually really bad.
Wet through.
We got rain here is another good excuse for drinking coffee, so I think people like it overall. Okay, so it looks a bit like Notre Dame. Nico's going to say the same. Platform 9 3/4, he's a wizard. Right, Right, we click off the comments a minute, guys, so I can go back onto pictures. So I can just take this one down. There we go. So yeah, that's the first one. So the second one I'm going to look at is All Saints Church. Oh, where is it? There it is. Oh, that's a very narrow photo. Okay, right, it is right in the middle there. It did get damaged in the Second World War, which is why one side of it, like the far side from us where we're looking at it, has been rebuilt with a new build because it's got part of a new building onto it where it got bombed. But it was built in the 12th century, and it did become very wealthy due to rich people visiting. Like they used to make a pilgrimage there because there's something special about it. And wealthy people, they left large donations. Now, King Henry VIII, during his reign, when he was doing his split from Rome with like the Church of England, and he was closing down churches and monasteries, he decided, obviously, he wants all the money from the churches that they got, so he's going to steal the gold, take it back for his. So there was a monk at this church, and he hid it before the king's troops arrived. And the story goes that his ghost has been seen wandering around looking for his hidden treasure, and nobody has found it yet. So that's number 2. Click on the comments. Oh, I got ghosts. Ghost hunters are still on Trenteron. Hello. Ben disappeared. There he is. Oh, Jim's on. Hi, Lou and Ben. It was great fun being out with you last night. Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was brilliant.
It was so much fun. So we gave you a shout out at the beginning of the show. So everybody, Beyond the Veil with Jim, click on his and go join it.
Yeah, honestly, he's awesome. There's no ego or anything like that at all.
Yeah, and Nico loves hidden treasure stories. Yeah, you would think, you would hope that he might have remembered where he put it. Could guide, perhaps like guide people to go and find it if he likes you. But no. Go back onto the pictures.
I think I've got a treasure. I lose my house keys.
You do, you do.
Anything else?
Right, where's number 3? Here we are. Look at that. That's the Rummer Hotel. It's one of the country's oldest coaching inns, and it just happens to be down the street from All Saints Church. Why? Why was it made there? Because you can see where like there's a road there. Well, that was actually where all the coaches kind of pulled up. It was kind of like on the main road in. So they all pulled up there, and the wealthy people get out and stay in that hotel, and then obviously make their way up the road to the church. Even Queen Elizabeth I and later Oliver Cromwell, they stayed there. And spirits seen are of a man standing by the fireplace and also a young girl. I think that looks nice though. It looks really nice in that picture when it's sunny. Perhaps it's under the church. At least Templars love to put their treasure underground.
Or inside columns.
Columns, is there columns? Yeah. Right. Let's go back on to number 4 next. The pace of concentration. Okay. Number 4. We have the Hatchet Inn. This is Bristol's oldest pub, and it was established in the 1500s. The front door is very interesting, as it is covered in human flesh before it was then painted over. Apparently, this was a common practice. Well, I'm not entirely 100% sure, but I have had a little Google around online, and I've seen other doors that they found that had human flesh on them, but I think a lot of them were kind of taken away and destroyed.
Medical journals that made out of human flesh.
Yeah. Well, these, were made. Well, the flesh was stripped off the people who were executed, And then yeah, it's the only door in Bristol that's left like this. Where's the door? There's the door. Fleshy door. So it's a little bit gruesome. And yeah, when we're on the tour, the lady said to me, "Oh, just go and put your hand on that door. Tell me what you feel." I'm like, okay. Go and touch it. It's just like, I don't really want to. Because you know how you feel like, yes, this is something bad. And because it's got all a bit of a bumpy texture on it, it's just a bit weird. Like, you can see the texture on it there. Eric says, ew. Yes. Lovely, isn't it? Right. So Wild Bill's on as well. Hi, Wild Bill. So, let me get to the next one. Flick through the photos. And if you can hear a weird crunching, it is the dogs deciding what they're chewing on, Ben, because they're in the bed. I thought they were eating their food. Are you sure it sounds very plastic?
Oh, you guys, how the hell have you got that?
What have they got? Right. Okay, we've got another cup. What we got? We've got. Do you know it's saying there's something about the black door? Yeah, it's covered in human flesh. Oh, Rene Calabrese. Seems the paint would flake off eventually as the skin decomposes. Yeah, I think it, by the looks of it, it's been painted on quite a lot. Yeah, it's interesting and also a little bit grim that it's kind of like the last one there. I say hello. And did the tan the skin like they do with leather so it would keep it not decomposed? I don't know. Could be done. Not entirely sure. Still a bit new. Right. Next one. Find the photo. Number 5 I'm on. Okay, here we go. Nice big photo, tagged me. Excellent. So this is the Llandogger Trow. It was built in 1664 by the sailor Captain Hawkins. You can see it's nice, it's old. It had a few famous visitors during its time. One of the most famous ones being Blackbeard. For those who don't know, he captured the French slave ship La Concorde and renamed Queen Anne's Revenge. He equipped the ship with 40 guns and 300 men, before then going off on his piratey way. Another famous, what's the word? Patreon was Daniel Defoe, who wrote Robinson Crusoe, and you also had Robert Louis Stevenson, who wrote Treasure Island. So, according to one TV show that we're not going to name that went there are 15 ghosts, apparently. The most prominent one being a lad called Pierre. He is young lad, disabled. He had something wrong with his leg, apparently, and you can hear his footsteps. Well, footstep with a kind of a thunky thing for his other. No, sorry. You can hear his footsteps, you can hear the thunk of his crutch, and you can sometimes hear his other leg being kind of dragged along. You also hear him crying, and it's also being seen here and there. However, to say that apparently there's 15 ghosts found here by a TV show that went there, little is known about any of the others. Strange that.
Little known about the rest of their brain cells as well.
Yeah, there are cold spots in the Jacobean room and in the cellar. Kind of expect cold spots in the cellar, but yeah, and they have had 2 apparitions caught on CCTV. There's also been poltergeist activity, having pictures ripped off walls, and there's been cutlery thrown around. So, that's that pub. Would like to actually go in properly. Obviously, I was with my daughter at the time, and we didn't really go on a pub crawl because she's only 13. We were allowed in, just have a little look around the place though, which was nice of them. So yeah. What are we looking at next? Okay, let me find the picture. Bear with. Where's that one gone? I tried uploading them in the right order, but then it shuffled them around itself. Why is it I can't see that one? Sorry, guys. Okay, that one's gone. That was the one I had. Right, when I was trying to set this up, I was having trouble renaming one. It wasn't letting me do it, but I can't actually see it on there now. I might have just had a bit of a technical error on it. Okay, I've got the picture of what it looked like before. I'll put that up instead. Right, Colston Hall is what it's called now. It looks nothing like that. Ben, can I just borrow your phone, please?
What do you need?
Can you type in Colston Hall? Because this is how it, what picture I've got up at the moment is how it used to look. Bear with me, guys.
Colston Hall.
No.
Colston Hall.
Yeah, that's the one.
That doesn't look like anything like it used to.
Exactly.
Been modernised.
It got demolished. Right, let me just take this photo down a second, guys. So, the light's not working. Can't get it right.
2 seconds, guys.
Anyway, it's a very modern building. The old one got completely destroyed. Yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like now. We're trying.
I'll put
Don't
a photograph
matter.
up in a minute.
You get the gist. It's really, really modern, like flashy, new building, very swish. And it used to look like that. So, there are, strangely, no tales of hauntings. But you never know. Because if you just look at it, you know, there's so much history there on that area with the building itself. It's been there, well, the building you're looking at the moment was the Great House. It was built in 1568. So, yeah, there's a lot of, sorry, it's a car reversing. It's got something on its antenna. I was just wondering what was going on outside. Yeah, so it's had a lot going off there. Queen Elizabeth I, she stayed there in 1574. And then in 1708, it was turned into Colston Boys' School after Edward Colston bought it in 1707. He was himself a merchant / slave trader. So there's going to be a lot of history there, and it would be interesting to do an investigation. And like I say, sadly, it doesn't look like that anymore. It would be really impressive if it did. But yeah, it's now a modern building. What we got here? Let's go to the comments. Oh, it's Bill saying hi. Bill says hi.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah. Now, let me just get the next picture. I think my neighbours are already take away. Picture number 7. Here we go. You think, oh, what's that? It's just a river, surely. Nothing exciting, is a river going under a bridge. This is a river that has been completely built over through the city centre. Because you've got the main river, I believe it's the River Avon, possibly. Can't remember. But yeah, then you've got this other river, which they've just decided to enclose into a tunnel and build over. This is the River Frome. Like I say, it's hidden underground river. That's just where it sort of enters its tunnel system. However, back in the day, it used to moat Bristol Castle. Now, if my pictures are right and not played up, I should have one of. There we go. Oh, you can see Ben just in the corner. That. Oh no, not that one. One below it. There we go. Bristol Castle. So the River Froome used to moat this castle. Now it's just completely buried underground. The castle itself was built in the 11th century by Robert I, Earl of Gloucestershire. It was once the largest Norman castle in England. Like I say, now it's just underground in tunnels. There are parts of the castle still there. You can kind of see bits and bobs, but it's all just been completely like rebuilt over the centuries. So now you've just got. Let me just take the picture off. This is interesting. I do like the old pictures. So yeah, now you've just got the River Froome going under the tunnels. However, they do send maintenance people down there because obviously they've got to check it for make sure nothing's stuck down there that shouldn't be down there, make sure that the tunnels are all in good repair.
No bodies down there.
No bodies down there. There used to be bodies down there. There used to be bodies down there before there were tunnels. Because obviously there was the plague, and the plague hit Bristol quite heavily. And yeah, when they ran out of places to kind of bury the bodies, what did they do? Threw them in the river. Nice.
Random bit of information for you.
Yes, dear.
Did you know that it was the Pope that they believe caused the Black Plague to be as bad as it was?
No, I didn't. Why?
The Pope at the time before, well, the Pope at the time, a couple of years before, declared a heresy on cats and had most of the cats nearly wiped out.
Oh.
Which they reckon caused obviously rat populations to go, which caused the fleas to go, which caused the plague.
There we go.
So that's
Blame
why
the Pope.
you don't go wiping out cats.
See, just has the same idea that I did when I was on the tour. I think it would be interesting to get on a little boat and check and stuff that. Apparently it really stinks. Really, really bad. So obviously you haven't really got a decent airflow down there. So it's really,
Well, like Venice in the summer.
well, it's gonna absolutely stink apparently. But we could put like breathing equipment on and go down. Yeah, the people who have to do the maintenance down there, they don't really like going down there. Because they have what they feel watched. Well, it could be from rats down there, but
you don't feel watched by rats.
You don't feel watched by rats. Yeah, it's been being watched and strange movements and shadows going off down there. So yeah, you've got bodies from the plague, but you've also got bodies from people who were murdered nearby, got thrown in the river. It's not in Scotland, honey.
Yeah.
It's not in
Terrible
Scotland. It was really terrible. So that's the River Froome, hidden, which is a shame that it's all been hidden. And it's just like you're walking along one like the main kind of busy road areas, and you just think underneath you would never know. We didn't know until we were told. But yeah, there's a river.
Good place to hide a body.
Good place to hide a body. Not that we condone hiding bodies.
No.
Okay. Oh, evening, Scott. And Jess says, nothing stinks as bad as having a slurry tamp emptied. Oh yeah, that was so bad. Yeah, that can't be nice.
Beg to differ, my socks in the middle of summer.
Yeah, because you like to rewear your socks.
No, it's my boots as well.
Joking. Ben does have good hygiene.
Yeah, it's just I wear boots and nothing else, even in the midst of summer.
Boots and nothing else.
Boots. I don't wear trainers or anything like that.
It's just the way you say you wear boots and nothing else. I've just
I like to state that I do wear clothes as well. I just happen to always wear boots on my feet.
Yes. Even took your boots to the Maldives, didn't you, honey?
Yes, I even took my yeah. Yes.
He took his boots to the Maldives.
In the middle of,
he's showing you his boots now.
In the middle of 37-degree heat, and I'm walking around in peace.
You did take a pair of trainers there with you because you thought it might be a little bit excessive to wear your boots. Although you did wear him on the city tour, didn't you, in case you had to like get into action and run or something.
Well, yeah.
Ben has his own special ways, and we love him for it. Nico says, "I know, good, isn't it?" When I go tired, I get
Narky.
not narky. I just say anything there sometimes. Yes, the church associated cats. I also said assassinated. Well, it kind of did. Associated cats with witchcraft, and obviously that was very bad idea. Very similar thing happened when Mao ordered to kill some birds, and then the bugs ate the crops.
Yeah.
Ben, Jess challenges thee to a duel.
When, where, and what weaponry?
Because they're not better to eat the bugs, yeah. And Eric says, I'll have to remember that next time I want to hide a body. Right, where are we going? Who knows what we just done? I've turned the page over, that's why. Yee, I'll get there. Right, number 8. Where's my pictures? Here we go, number 8. It's a weird split screen thing. That's called Christmas Steps. It's not all of it. That photo was taken from halfway down. It does go and continue up behind where I am.
I have to lean forward because I can't properly see it because my brain's a bit. Well, my eyes are blind.
Yeah. So, called Christmas Steps. Nothing to do with. I'm just going to move over because it just feels weird. Nothing to do with actual Christmas. It's from the Old English language, and it's kind of just been modernized. So, what are you doing? Back in the day, a lot of the businesses were on there were like knife smiths and swordsmiths. So it got called Knifesmith Street. It's very social. Knifesmith Street. And moving forward with the language, blah, 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 you get to Christmas Street or the Christmas steps.
My feeds in.
Oh, Ben. We're trying to be professional.
Sorry guys, I've got a bit of energy now.
Yeah. But the name is not why it's a bit spooky. Basically, as you can see, it's a steep hill. Currently, it's paved. Before it wasn't. It was just kind of like muddy track. Muddy when it's raining, obviously dry when not. Well, something's just made a noise.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, no, I think it's mine. My phone. Oh no, my phone's making the noise. It's fine. I'll just ignore it. Yeah. So this hill, which begins right down at the bottom, we've got the river that we were just talking about, and then the river had a bridge over it, leading from the city centre itself to this road or track, as it was, that led out of town. So up behind, at the very top of the steps, is where there's some really nice, posh, elegant houses, kind of like the ones that I stayed in. There was a B&B. Well, there were like grand houses. Yeah. The grand houses were all up there.
Just want to state, while she was down there living the life like this, I was in a B&B with a shared bathroom and in one bed in a small box room.
But anyway, yeah. So you got your rich businessmen who lived in these houses, but they worked in the city, more in the town as it was at the time. And to get to and from, they'd have to go up this path, up these steps.
What's the show?
Now, what happened there was there would be waiting for them robbers who would jump out at them, attack them, kill them, mug them, roll their bodies down into the river. So again, you got more bodies in the river. Yeah, so there's quite a few attacks on that street. Also, it's the same street that they used to take the prisoners from, like the prison where it was. They had to come again up this street, keep going up the hill to the gallows, which were on St. Michael's Hill. So yeah, a little bit of history on that. Wouldn't like to be down there on the dark night, even walking through in daytime, even though it looks nice down there. That's the more and towards like the city. If you start it from the very top, should have taken a photo from the very top, but I wasn't. You just feel a bit, wouldn't like to be walking down these steps on a dark night. No offense, Bristol, you are lovely. Right, let me just take this off, check the comments. It just says socks after 3 days in summer.
Granted.
I don't even want to be around for that. Just put clean socks on, guys.
We do.
Right, number 9. Let's find it. Number 9. Okay, so from the Christmas steps, we go down to the bottom. Like I said, they've got the river down there, but if you turn to the left, once you get down to the bottom, you've got St. Bartholomew's Hospital. This was built on the site of a medieval monastery, and guess what type of figure is seen here?
Jesus.
A robed figure. Close enough. So yeah, he's just seen kind of through the gates, but we couldn't actually go in. But that is where he's seen. Just wandering there. So that was just a quick one on that one. Right. Find another one. Here we have the Old Guildhall. Now, another one that, as of yet, and I say yet, there are no reports of hauntings. However, it is a very old building. It was built in the 1840s. It is currently undergoing restoration work after a fire in 2020. Nobody was hurt. Now, as we know, with restoration, decoration, building work, this can stir up some activity. So who knows what they will find? Who knows who will make themselves known once they start with the building works there? Because it is, like I say, a very old building, has a lot of history to it. So we'll see if any stories come from that as the work gets underway. It is just a nice building, to be honest. Okay. Oh, didn't tell you the comment off. No, the thing off. All my boots that I had on when I landed in the god awful bog, I think they stunk way worse than any one boot.
The bog doesn't count.
Hang on, I'm trying to take a picture. So yeah, Ben says the bog doesn't count. It's got to be natural stink from your own bodies. This is just getting worse. No help in the stinkiness of bogs, manure, or any kind of sewage materials. I'm not. How are you going to decide anyway who's got the stinkiest? Because no one's going to want to sniff them.
Who passes out first?
Who passes out first?
The
Nice. You two are disgusting. Oh, that's just Ben being silly. Right, next one. We have the Old Vic Theatre. So it looks very modern there, doesn't it? Obviously, it's had a facelift.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts, Ben?
No, it just doesn't. It looks out of place.
Yeah, because it's been all modernised. I've got a photo of it inside as well. Inside, it's kind of kept more of its actual feel of it. So I'll keep that one up. But yeah, the Old Vic Theatre. This building is 256 years old. Like I said, it has had a facelift, but the actual structure and use of it has been that for 256 years. Now, there is one main spirit who makes herself known, and her name is Sarah Macready. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm going a bit croaky and I need a drink. Oh, cold tea. Right. So Sarah Macready, she was born in 1790 in Newcastle-under-Lyme, Staffordshire. She worked as an actress, travelling around the country performing. She met her husband, William. In 1819, he took over the management of the Theatre Royal Bristol, as it was formerly known. Sarah then became the leading actress there, and in 1834, which was 5 years after her husband had died, she took over as manager. Why wait so long to take over? Because it wasn't really her place. She was just his wife, she was an actress, so other people took over, but she wasn't happy with how it was being run, and it was also losing money and losing its reputation. So she decided to take over as manager, and for nearly 20 years she was running it before she passed away. And she built it up and ran it more successfully than her husband did. Many people have since sensed her presence, smelled her perfume, which was lavender, or they have heard her voice shout, "Get out." So, just because they were my daily yardbirds that I lived in Lewis Judge, I'm not judging. No. So yeah, let me just pop the light on. Oh my gosh, strange light. So we've got that Sarah Macready of there. And we'll go on to our last one now. And we find it. Hope you're enjoying this, by the way. Just a little bit of ghost stories from where I've been on my travels. Which it was good. Like I say, I should actually get like ghost tour guides kind of thing on the show from different areas. That'd be really fascinating.
Might have to be something for Sundays.
Yeah, because they often do the tours. Try and find the picture. Where's the picture gone? I've got the second part to it. Don't tell me it's another one that's not. If it's only two that I'm kind of missing, and that's not too bad. Okay, right. Missing another one. I'll put this one up anyway. That's how it used to look. Queen Square. Doesn't look too dissimilar to nowadays. The only difference is if you were interested, pop on Google, like Google Maps, type in Queen Square Bristol, and the only difference now is it's got a statue right in the very centre. The rest of it is all grass, but then it's got paths leading like up and down, sort of like to form a cross, and then diagonally as well for an X. So that's the only real difference. That's how it used to look. It was named after Queen Anne, who visited in 1702. And this area was the home of the merchant elite. They're all very, very big houses around there. Why home to the merchant elite? Because you've got the river, you can see it running right past it, which meant it was ideal for them to jump off the ships, go to the pub, and go home. In 1831, there was a mass riot, and half of the buildings were destroyed. This came about because of Sir Charles Wetherell. After he had misjudged the Bristol people's support, which resulted in a big riot about the Reform Bill, and that's who would or should be allowed to vote, he arrived back to the area to go home after being away, but a mob was waiting for him. He then threatened to imprison anyone who could be identified from the mob. He went home and the mob followed him to his mansion house on Queen Square, where soon the mob started rioting, looting, and arson for 3 days. So Charles escaped by disguising himself as a woman. However, many people were killed in the square and even more were injured. Now that area was a strange area to go to because I know it would probably be coincidence that we're walking along and it is raining, but as soon as we got onto the square and we started hearing about this story about the riots, like the whole pretty much a battle between the people who were rioting and then the guards and whoever else came to deal with them, and it went on for 3 days. a lot of bloodshed, but the rain just really came down heavy, like super heavy.
Like it is now.
Super heavy. I don't know, I can't see. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just weird you're standing there in the green and it's like, yeah, it's raining, but it's peaceful. And it's just like an area where there's just been so much like blood and carnage and everything.
Usually find that though. Same with places like Auschwitz and concentration camps.
Yeah.
There's no life there. It's devoid of life.
Yeah.
Even insect wise, there's no insects there. Just devoid.
Yeah. Oh. Penny says, oh, thank you. Oh, that's for good evening, Penny. Welcome. Penny says, thank you. Hi, Penny. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, welcome to the channel.
What we got? Here we are. So scroll at the comments. Hi, I'm new watchers. Saw you last night with Jim. Bristol is local to me. Ah, excellent.
Nice.
Well, I hope I'm not doing too bad. It was just a quick rundown of some hauntings and locations from when I went on a ghost walk there like 2 weeks ago. Just, yeah, bringing a little bit of information and hopefully a little bit of interest to the team and the viewers. Oh, let me scroll up the comments. We had a few. Kate says, super interesting. Thanks so much, Lou. I love seeing the pics as well. Yeah, I thought I'd actually make a little bit of an effort to get photos on, because otherwise just me talking and Ben just looking not interested. I know. But yeah, it brings stories to life a bit more if you can kind of just see and picture things a little bit.
While I think about it, Kate, while you're on here, would you like to join me on tomorrow's show?
There you go, because you can't bother to type it out.
No, I completely forgot. I was supposed to text you earlier. I apologise on that one.
Have I experienced something paranormal on my trip? There was one thing I've not actually spoken about it on this, because this was on the other walk I did, which was like a daytime walk. It was just the history and the underground bunker. Now, we went into the underground bunker, which was there from World War II, and we've got some items down there that they'd found left there, and we're walking through, and the tour guide told them, oh yeah, there's supposed to be this ghost of a girl, and if a certain thing like clicks on when we're down there, it's usually her making herself known. Yeah, so we went down there and he was telling us the stories of like what they found down there, the stories behind, well, what they imagine the stories to be behind certain sort of pictures on the walls and stuff, and then click, something came on that he said would come on if she was making herself present. So I don't know, I think it looked genuine, to be fair. It doesn't look like it would actually like trick you into like thinking it's spooky, because it wasn't spooky talk or anything like that. But yeah, that happened. It was quite funny because it did make like some people be like, oh no, it's just like, it's fine. Me and everyone were fine. But no, nothing really spooky happened to us when we were down there, I don't think. I'm not saying anything to you, have I know you weren't there, but I would have said something to you. It was all pretty peaceful, even in the B&B that we stayed at.
I was hanging steel halfway across the country.
It was nice. Oh, hello, Patricia. I've just joined the group from New Zealand. Nice.
Nice to join us.
Nico says, say yes, Kate. Kate says, yes, please. Is it 17? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, usual time.
7:30.
And you've probably guessed the subject already, which I'll announce at the end of the show.
We're doing aliens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did I go to Artsville Cemetery? No, I didn't. I didn't go there. There's a few places that I want to go, but didn't get a chance to go because it was just basically, it was 2 full days we had down there. So we went down on the Friday evening, just as my daughter had broke up from school. So we just kind of Saturday where we did a yeah, that talk I just said about. We did that one. Then we had kind of a wander around for a bit, just to kind of explore ourselves. And then we had the ghost walk later on that evening. Sunday we went to the museum and art gallery and like spent nearly 4 hours in there, which is good. But after it, we were so tired just from being on our feet that long. But yeah, we definitely want to go back again and have more exploration, and we'll take Ben with us this time as well, hopefully. We've really enjoyed it there.
You got to see the Sumerian stone.
I did get to see the Sumerian stones. That was pretty cool. Thank you. You have to be on the show, Nico. Yeah. I think I'm about done, aren't I?
You done?
Yeah, it nearly took an hour as well.
Yeah,
Not bad. Not bad. I thought it would just be a quick one. Quick one in the waffling with a few photos thrown in. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Like Ben says, show tomorrow.
Yes, we are again. I know you guys are probably getting sick of this at the minute, but I am going to be talking again about the UFO disclosure that's cracked off in America and how it is massively changing everything. And obviously, we're going to get Kate on the show, and Lou's going to be there. But
I'll just be there.
yeah, we're going to be talking
Just
about.
there.
We're going to be talking about the subject in massive detail and just wow on absolute everything. As me and Kate talk about everything and anything, this is a subject that both of us hold quite close. Yes. So sounds interesting. Yes.
Sounds interesting on the page. Yeah.
Yep. It is 7:30 UK time tomorrow, and yeah, come join us. Honestly, fire questions as normal. We always have. Sunday show is a subject that we have, and you can also post and ask any paranormal questions at all. Ryan, nice to see you. Yes, I will get back to you at some point. I noticed you messaged me, mate. It's been one hell of last weekend was just a mess. So I didn't really get to reply to a lot of people last weekend. I'm just getting around now to replying to people because I've been trying to sort out my bike after some pillock decided to rob it.
Eric says, can never get tired of UFOs.
Yes, you can't get tired of UFOs. And as bad as it sounds, we all show our age now if we say UFO because it's now UAP.
Just reminds me of old people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can't get onto this new UAP.
Yeah, Lou has visions. When we say UAP, we all think of UFOs flying around, so like saucers. Lou, when we say it to Lou, she imagines old people flying around with their Zimmer frames.
Old people flying around in saucers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and convince my dad as well, but can't make any promises.
Oh, he doesn't have to be on camera, bless him. Even if he just calls in, it would be an honour to have him.
Ryan says, looking forward to yours and Kate's take on what's going on. Don't worry, glad you got your bike back there.
Nice one.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting chat because obviously me and Kate are in proper deep conversation. Yes, other than that, see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Oh, we should know. Okay then. Right,
no,
hang on.
It's up to you, baby. It's because I'm used to doing the final word.
You do it then. Go on, you do it. No,
you go.
No, you shut it down.
So guys, obviously Lou did a brilliant job. Bless her, she's been doing her research and everything else and compiling her notes all day, even though it was a long night.
Yeah, I've not just left it to last minute. I was doing it in the week as well, just putting it on this, and I still missed a couple of photos. They've gone missing. I don't know.
Bless her, she does
technology.
She does dedicate time to bring you some of the best things. But yeah, right, guys. Obviously, we will catch you tomorrow, and I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Goodbye.